are now joined by a very special guest. We've heard of him before. It is Joe Sakic. Joe, thanks for joining us. How are you?
It's a pleasure. I'm doing well. Tough night for the organization. Yeah. Obviously, we lost a great man.
And that's why I'm so glad that you were able to come on, because you've known Pete since the beginning. And we talked to Adam Foote, your former teammate, yesterday, and he said that Pete was sort of one of those guys that always had a pulse and always had a nice thing to say, and was almost a guy that you went to bounce things off of when it came to the game. How is your relationship with Peter McNab?
You know what? It was outstanding. We knew he loved talking hockey, and he was such a smart hockey guy. And yeah, he moved here. Like we all started together in '95, and we're in an instant family. And I think what Pete brought, he probably brought as many, if not more, fans to the game than any player. Or that analyst. It's like we first move in here, and he really explained the game for maybe a non-hockey fan.
Sure.
And I think that was his approach. Even as the years went on, I think the approach was, if there's someone who came in for the first game or are watching, he wanted to teach them the game, and he did such a tremendous job with that. But yeah, no, I loved flights, both as a player and in management. I'd be walking up and down. I never napped, and you could walk up and down the plane a little bit, and then he'd give you that nod. And the nod basically is, get over here. Get over here, we're going to talk. You know, I'd find myself, I don't know how many times, so many times over the course of the last, 30 years
Sure.
or whatever we've been here. Those conversations on the plane where you'd feel like 5 minutes, but you'd look at and we're landing. And but yeah, no, we talk hockey. He'd have his rosters all set. We talk about the game before or the upcoming game, lineups, everything, and nonstop hockey talk. And I love those conversations. And by the end, I would, if I wanted to talk hockey, I'd give him a peek, and we just meet up in the middle of the plane. So those are the things that you always remember.
And he saw the game almost – this was my takeaway working games with him, is he saw it almost differently than you would look at it, because he obviously a former player, a knack for scoring, So when you guys talked about it, you're talking at a level that's way up top. But he could also connect with the kid who'd never played before. Not everybody can do that.
No, it's a gift. And he had that gift because he was so outgoing, such a friendly person. And he loved the game so much that he wanted to teach everybody the game. And I he could probably go on a flight and sit with somebody that's never seen the game of hockey, and after 2 hours, that person would become an instant fan and probably get tickets to the next game and probably sit in the stands and understand the game just because of him. So no, he was. You just felt the love of the game that he had, or love for the game.
He got to witness all 3 Stanley Cups for the Avalanche. The first 2, he said he didn't get to be on the ice for, but this third one, he gets to be on the ice in Tampa, and he was so happy. And you were down there and you saw him. You just saw the joy on his face that he finally almost felt like he got to be a part of it a little bit.
Well, 100%, and yeah, and early, like, we had success early, and then he hurt as much as everybody else did when we were struggling, and we struggled for a while, and those are actually some of our going through those years were our best conversations, because he cared so much and wanted to, do anything to help you out. But he had his advice as well, and his insights to the game, and yeah. So you saw how happy he was, as happy as anybody when we won, and because we've all been part of it since '95, I mean, he's a Colorado Avalanche and always has been, and he was part of the family. And so you saw the excitement. So I was really happy he had a chance to get on the ice. You could see the excitement when we talked.
Joe, thank you for joining us and telling a couple stories and how you felt about Peter McNab, because there have been just a couple entities that have been part of the ad since the beginning. You're one, Peter was another, so thank you for this. This has meant a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah, no, he's going to be sorely missed. Tremendous man, and we're all going to have great memories on all of our individual conversations with Pete for sure.